This is my favorite guy.
Tough kid.
And he buries it. A three.
I like him.
Garland's got the speed, and he's an outstanding point guard. In fact, we have him as the #1 point guard in the class.
A slippery, skillful shot maker with deep range, a tight handle, and sharp passing instincts. Vanderbilt's Darius Garland is one of the NCAA's most exciting point guards with a style of play built for the modern NBA.
He shoots it. I think his playmaking's improved. Great kid. If I had a favorite guard in this game, it's this guy.
After a breakout hoop summit and solid showing during McDonald's week, Garland has excellent momentum among scouts heading into his freshman season. He's the clear-cut top point guard in the 2019 NBA draft class with the skill level, confidence, and opportunity in Nashville to work his way closer to the top 5 before it's all said and done. Darius Garland is a quick twitch, electric shot creator with 3-level scoring potential despite his wiry frame. He has the ball on a string and keeps defenders on their heels with his dynamic pull-up game. Garland pulls up confidently from well beyond the arc when defenders go under ball screens, which teams will quickly learn is a losing recipe against the 18-year-old. He knows how to beat ice pick and roll coverages, setting up his defender with pivots and snaking to the middle of the floor before hopping into mid-range jumpers. He can 1-2 plant and do his pull-up as well, here changing speeds before taking what the defense gives him. Garland constantly plays at different speeds, showing great pace and keeping defenders guessing before stopping on a dime. With the ball in his hands, he has live, active feet that allow him to dance to different spots on the floor, here creating space with the step back going left. When he's unable to get to the middle of the court, Garland can finish with floaters against ice defenses. Although not a great finisher overall, he has a solid skill base that should allow him to score efficiently in time. He also shows glimpses of savvy footwork here with the Euro step into the same foot, same hand finish. Garland's live dribble package is arguably the best in the draft, especially in isolation situations. Here he beats the Nasir Little switch with the left hand hang dribble pull-up, setting it up with the smooth behind the back. He then shows off his range, footwork, and confidence with the right hand hang dribble pull-up against Andrew Nembhard. He has in and out crossover pull-ups in either direction, and the threat of his jumper allows him to work his way into the paint for touch shots. Garland's twitchy handle and ability to get to his pull-up at will should make him a near impossible cover at the collegiate level. Physically, Garland compares favorably to Steph Curry in terms of height, frame, and twitch. Now, we're not comparing him to one of the greatest guards of all time, but from a physical tool standpoint, there are certainly some similarities. Garland is much more than just a slippery bucket getter. He's made great strides as a facilitator and has impressive overall passing instincts. He loves to push the pace in transition, showing strong open court quickness, creativity, and vision. He takes advantage of early offense drag screens, using the threat of his scoring to draw defenders before dropping the ball off with sharp timing. Against a set defense, he's excellent in pick and roll, toying with defenders by changing speeds and giving the big man time to dive, then delivering the pass on the money. He plays with outstanding pace and bounce. Here, Garland's combination of ball handling, vision, and creativity is on full display. He has Emmett Williams on an island in the pick and roll drop situation, and right as he gets to his left hand out of the in and out cross, he sees Darius Bazley back cut his defender. Not only does he see the cut ahead of time, he's able to whip a left-handed dime to Bazley in the blink of an eye, not needing to gather before delivering the pass. That live dribble passing, when coupled with his pull-up game, will make him an extremely tough cover with NBA spacing. Although not blessed with elite size, he creates passing creases with these in-and-out dribbles and changes of pace, hitting the roller in stride over the top. He generally handles hedges well and is capable of making basic reads to the pop man. Here's the threat of Garland's pull-up, creating open shots yet again. Because he's capable of stopping on a dime with a left-hand hang dribble here, he freezes defenders before shifting gears and making the simple read to the corner. Garland figures to tear apart drop coverages given his overall skill set. He has a smooth, natural rhythm to his game and is capable of delivering the ball from all different angles. Garland doesn't always need the ball screen to get a piece of the paint either. On this play, the benefit of his pull-up is most evident, as he freezes his defender beyond the arc, dashing into the paint before dropping it off to a teammate. He's even quicker with the ball than a Trae Young type, and with his skill level and deep range off the bounce, he should be able to get wherever he wants on the floor to facilitate, despite his size. Believe it or not, Garland was much more of a spot-up shooter than a lead guard when we first evaluated him with USA Basketball as a 14-year-old. He's clearly added a ton to his game since then, but the root of his offensive attack has always revolved around his shooting touch, and those early years as a catch-and-shoot guard will serve him well long-term. Garland has excellent footwork and balance, catching on the hop with simple, effective mechanics, wasting very little motion. Although only a career 35% three-point shooter according to Crossover, his touch is unquestioned. He springs into catch-and-shoot threes with those quick-twitch fibers, needing little time and space to get his shot off. He has deep range and unwavering confidence off the catch as well, wasting little time to fire away when given room. His ability to hop into his jumper with nice elevation allows him to shoot on the move as well. Here he sprints into the dribble handoff while maintaining excellent balance. Defenders will have to honor his shot, so Garland should get run off his spots quite often, in which case he can either finish with floaters or find open teammates. It's rare to see small guards in Garland's mold so effective off the ball, but his offensive versatility will allow him to fit in several different lineups alongside big playmakers. While a talented shot creator, Garland is still evolving as a decision maker. He too often opts for flash over substance, here forcing the inaccurate lob in a tight Nike Hoop Summit game. Now, he's as gifted as a ball handler as there is in the country, but he'll try to split gaps that aren't there or shake defenders with unnecessary moves that have more entertainment value than winning impact. Garland isn't shy firing from 30 feet either. Now, he's not quite Trae Young in that regard, but he's far from bashful, and we should see a healthy dose of long-distance pull-ups in Nashville this season. That shouldn't be too much of an issue for Garland as he has a nice feel for the game, but his ability to exist in traffic is certainly something to keep an eye on. Here he telegraphs the kick out, immediately giving the ball up once he feels physicality. When he does get all the way in the paint, he doesn't always execute his deliveries, here with the jump pass when he has an open shot at the rim. He's still learning the best blend of scoring and playmaking, sometimes overpassing and others forcing shots at the rim. Given his average profile at 6'3", $175 with a 6'5" wingspan, Garland is bound to face questions about his finishing. He's more quick and twitchy than freaky explosive as a leaper and doesn't have much of a knack for drawing fouls at this stage of his development. He has the makings of finesse and deception finishes, but he's still bothered by length at the rim. He doesn't quite have the sheer physicality to go at shot blockers either. On the bright side, he knows his limitations, and he has solid touch on his floater. But given his likely reliance on tough shots and deception finishes, he'll have an extremely thin margin for error to remain efficient as a scorer inside the arc. He has average positional size and length at best, and he's still quite slight and wiry at 175 pounds. He's never been known for his defensive clamps either, too upright in his stance at times. But bigger guards have been able to go right through him with regularity. Here, 6'5" Andrew Nembhard gets right to the front of the rim with no resistance. Trey Jones, who has an average NBA profile, makes him look small on this drive, attacking Garland, who doesn't take a great angle. Even 6'1", 170-pound Javon Quinterly gets in on the action, blowing right by Garland, who gets caught flat-footed. As is the case with all guards in Garland's mold, teams will question his defensive upside and versatility on that end of the floor, especially in the switch-heavy modern NBA. In an era of the NBA predicated on three-point shooting, basketball IQ, and multiple ball handlers, Garland is the perfect offensive point guard. As small, skill-based guards like Trae Young continue to find success, Garland's stock should only rise in the eyes of scouts, as the comparison between the two should be a theme throughout the college season. While far from identical to Young, Garland's combination of confidence and skill should quickly win over college basketball fans and NBA front offices alike.